नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, कसे आहात? मजेत ना? मजेत राहा, आनंदी राहा, सुखी राहा, स्वतःचं कोरोनापासून संरक्षण करा आणि घरी राहत असताना केवळ घरी सुरक्षितच राहा आणि सुरक्षितपणे आपल्या विषयाचा कॉन्सेप्ट वाईज आणि टॉपिक वाईज अभ्यास करा. आणि कोणत्याही प्रकारची डिफिकल्टी असेल तर मला पर्सनलला तुम्ही व्हॉट्सअपवर मेसेज द्या किंवा पर्सनली कॉल करा, कारण आमच्यापेक्षा तुम्ही महत्त्वाचे आहात. बरोबर आहे? हां, तर आजच्या तासाला आपण जे काल प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांडचे 5 टाइप स्टडी केलेले आहे ते मग आणखी अंडरस्टँड होण्यासाठी आपण एका टेबलच्या सहाय्याने ते या ठिकाणी आपण प्रेझेंट करणार आहोत, जेणेकरून कारण हा जो क्वेश्चन आहे लक्षात ठेवा की द टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड हा अतिशय इम्पॉर्टंट क्वेश्चन आहे. कारण जर मार्कांचं वेटेज जर आपण पाहिलं तर डिमांड अनालिसिस ॲज वेल ॲज द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड या 2 टॉपिकला HSC बोर्ड एक्झाममध्ये गुणांचं मार्कांचं वेटेज हे जास्त आहे. त्याच्यामुळं टोटल कॉन्सेप्ट क्लिअर झाल्याशिवाय आपल्याला पुढे जायचं नाही. ओके, देन आता बघा, हाऊ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ price elasticity of demand? There are 5 types of price elasticity of demand. Okay, so first type is perfectly elastic demand. Second type is perfectly inelastic demand. Third one is unitary elastic demand. Fourth is relatively elastic demand, and fifth is relatively inelastic demand. ओके, मग त्याच्यातलं मेन हायलाइट, त्याच्यातली मेन कॉन्सेप्ट आणि त्याची इलास्टिसिटी आणि मीनिंग ते आपल्याला शोधायचं. ओके, सो फर्स्ट serial number. Okay, the second degree of that concept. Degree of that concept. And third types. And fourth meaning or description. And fifth, curve. What is the scope of that curve oblique diagram? So means serial number. So serial number means there are 5 types of elasticity of demand. How many? 5. Okay, so serial number 1, serial number 2, serial number 3, serial number 4, and serial number 5. Okay, serial number 1, 2, 3, 4 is equivalent to types of price elasticity of demand. Okay, so first type, degree means what is the elasticity of demand in first type. So ED is equal to infinite. Okay, ED is equal to infinite. That is the symbol of first type perfectly elastic demand. So types is perfectly elastic demand. Okay, means first type perfectly elastic demand. So in that case there are elasticity of demand is infinite. And what is the meaning? When oblique zero changes in price, infinite changes in demand. Infinite changes in demand. In short, okay. What is the slope of that curve? What is the slope? Slope means what is the meaning? Okay, horizontal straight line. Horizontal straight line. Line parallel to which axis? Parallel to x-axis. This is the main meaning. म्हणजे एक लक्षात ठेवा, अशा पद्धतीने जर तुम्ही कॅल्क्युलेशन करण्याचा प्रयत्न केला तर 100% तुम्हाला द मेन टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड समानात कोणत्या प्रकारचे अडचण येणार नाही. ओके, सो फर्स्ट टाइप, द नेम ऑफ द टाइप इज द परफेक्टली इलास्टिक डिमांड. meaning when slight or zero changes in price of commodity, there are infinite changes in quantity demanded, it is known or it is called as perfectly elastic demand. And curve, the slope of perfectly elastic demand curve means dd is the demand curve, horizontal straight line parallel to which axis? X-axis. And in this case, elasticity of demand is infinite. That is the symbol. Infinite. Okay. Second one is, so ED is, second one is the degree of second rise is ED is equal to 0. Okay, so its name is perfectly inelastic. Perfectly inelastic demand. Okay, perfectly inelastic demand. And so what is the meaning? When changes in price, no effects or impact, no effect on demand, no effect on demand, it is known as perfectly inelastic demand. So it means there are no impact or no effect on quantity demanded, it is known as perfectly inelastic demand. And so in this case, what is the slope of curve? The main features of the curve means vertical straight line, parallel to which axis? Parallel to y-axis. Means when price rises or when price falls, there is no effect or there is no impact on quantity demanded. It is known as perfectly inelastic demand. So once again, second types of price elasticity of demand is perfectly inelastic demand. Okay, what is the definition? When changes in price, means when percentage changes in price, there is no impact or no effect on quantity demanded, it is known or it is called as perfectly inelastic demand. So in this case, what is the slope of curve? What is the main feature of that curve? So DD is, in this second case, DD is the demand curve, vertical straight line. Which types of vertical straight line? Parallel to y-axis. And in this case, ED is equal to 0 in second case. Yes. So third type, ED equal to 1. 1 means it is called as unitary elastic demand. Means times degree is it is equal to 1 and times is unitary elastic demand. Okay, unitary elastic demand. So meaning of that, when changes in price leads to proportionate changes in demand, it is called as unitary elastic demand. So in this case, the slope of demand curve is rectangular hyperbola. रेक्टँग्युलर हायपरबोला, त्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो तो परिवाल्यासारखा असतो. सो थर्ड टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड इज, लुक एट दैट टाइप्स फॉर unitary elastic demand. Unitary means one, because there are same changes in price as well as the demand. Okay, when changes the price and also same changes in quantity demanded, it is called or it is known as unitary elastic demand. So what is the meaning of unitary elastic demand? When changes in price of commodity, leads to proportionate changes in quantity demanded, it is called as unitary elastic demand. Means when changes, it means when changes in price leads to equal changes in quantity demanded, it is known as unitary elastic demand. So you have already studied the example of that elasticity of demand, because of when price fall 50% and demand rises also 50%. 50% upon 50% is equal to 1. That's why here is the elasticity of demand is equal to 1. Okay, so here is the elasticity of demand is equal to 1. And in this case, which case? Third, unitary elastic demand. In this case, so once again, I have repeated that. Once again, types number 4 of price elasticity of demand, relatively elastic demand. Which relatively elastic demand? What is the meaning of relatively elastic demand? So when percentage changes in price of commodity leads to more than proportionate changes in quantity demanded, it is called as relatively elastic demand, and so degree of that it is more than 1, symbolically more than 1, and in this case slope of demand curve is flatter. Flatter म्हणजे कसा, थोडा तो पसरट उताराचा असतो. ठीक, relatively inelastic demand. So meaning when percentage changes in price, leads to less than proportionate changes in quantity demand, it is called as relatively inelastic demand. And so in this case, the slope of demand curve is the steeper. STEPE or steeper. त्याला आपण मराठीत म्हणतो तो तीव्र उताराचा असतो. Okay. So once again, what is the meaning or what is the define of fifth types of price elasticity of demand? Relatively inelastic demand. So meaning when changes in price, meaning fifth types when changes in price leads to less than proportionate changes in quantity demanded, it is called or it is known as relatively inelastic demand. So in this case, the slope of demand curve is steeper, and so here is the elasticity of demand is less than 1, means ED less than 1. हे बघा, हे जे 5 प्रकार आहेत तुमच्या समोर ठेवलेले आहेत. ओके, हे 5 प्रकार फक्त इथं आपला डायग्राम आलेला नाही. लक्षात आलंय का? इथं डायग्राम आलेला नाही. तर एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवायची, या पद्धतीने जर ते 5 प्रकार तुम्ही क्लासिफिकेशन जर केलं, डिवायडेशन जर केलं, तर 100% कन्सेप्ट सगळ्याचे झालेलं आहे. फक्त डायग्राम आलेलं नाही. आता डायग्राम काढ सोपे बघा. काय करायचं? आता तुम्ही मी शॉर्ट मध्ये सांगतो. पहिल्यामध्ये काय केलं आपण? हा कर्व याला पॅरलल. फिनिश. दुसऱ्यामध्ये काय केलं आपण? हा कर्व याला पॅरलल. ओके. तिसऱ्यामध्ये काय केलेले? हा कर्व असा काढला, कारण हे प्राइस मधलं चेंजेस आणि डिमांड मधलं चेंजेस कसा आहे तसा सेम आहे. आणि फोर्थ मध्ये काय केलं आपण? प्राइस मधलं चेंजेस कमी, डिमांड मधलं जास्त, मीन्स फ्लॅटर. आणि फिफ्थ मध्ये काय केलेलं आपण? प्राइस मधला चेंजेस जास्त आणि डिमांड मधलं कमी, त्याला स्टीपर. अशा पद्धतीने तुम्ही घरी प्रॅक्टिस करा आणि केली तर 100% तुमची या ठिकाणी ब्रॉड क्वेश्चनची तयारी या माध्यमातून होऊ शकते. ओके, सो क्लियर. सो वन्स अगेन, हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड? देयर आर 5 टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस डिमांड. Perfectly elastic demand. Second is perfectly inelastic demand. Third is unitary elastic demand. Fourth is relatively elastic demand, means more than one elastic demand. And fifth is less than one elastic demand or relatively inelastic demand. Clear? Okay. Okay, then after completed the concept of types of price elasticity demand, so next one is methods of. Next heading. Okay, so look at that. First question is explain the types of elasticity of demand. How many main types of, look at elasticity of demand? Only 3. Income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, and finally, so price elasticity of demand. This is the very important broad question. This is the question number 1. Okay, there are 3 types of ED, means elasticity of demand. And question number 2, explain the types of price elasticity of demand. So there are 5 types of price elasticity of demand. First is perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, then unitary, then relatively elastic, and finally relatively inelastic. And so here is third broad question in the concept or topic of elasticity of demand is third, methods of measurement, methods of measurement of price elasticity. Price elasticity. Okay. Methods of measure or measurement of price elasticity of demand. This is also one of the broad questions in topic number 2, section 3. Okay, so method number A, methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand. म्हणजे किंमत लवचिकता किंवा मागणीच्या लवचिकतेचं या ठिकाणी मेजरमेंट म्हणजे मोजमाप किंवा मापन आपल्याला करायचे. आणि मापन करताना 3 वेगवेगळ्या पद्धती या ठिकाणी आपण स्टडी करायच्या. या 3 पैकी 3 पद्धती या बोर्डाच्या परीक्षेमध्ये विचारल्या जात नाहीत. कोणत्या तरी 2 पद्धती विचारल्या जातात त्या ब्रॉड क्वेश्चनसाठी. आणि एखादी पद्धत विचारली तर ती 4 मार्कासाठी विचारली जाऊ शकते. सो न्यू हेडिंग इज मेथड्स ऑफ मेजरमेंट ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. म्हणजे मागणीच्या किंमत लवचिकतेचे आपल्याला आजच्या तासाला मोजमाप मापन मेजरमेंट आपल्याला करायचे. तो फर्स्ट मेथड रेशियो ऑब्लिक परसेंटेज मेथड. परसेंटेज मेथड. Okay, simple method, ratio oblique percentage method. So this method is developed, introduced or explained by Dr. Alfred Marshall. Dr. Alfred Marshall. First line. Which method? Means the methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand. Means ratio or percentage methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand is explained, introduced or used, developed by well-known economists. That economist name is Dr. Alfred Marshall. This is a very important sentence or line. Marshall. Okay, so this method is also known as arithmetic. Arithmetic means arithmetic method. Is another name of that method. Which method? Ratio of percentage method is known as or called as arithmetic method to calculate measurement of price elasticity of demand with the help of which method? Ratio oblique percentage method. Is that clear? Okay, so in this method, how to measure the price elasticity of demand? How to measure the price elasticity of demand? So in this method, dividing percentage changes in price to given percentage changes in demand. Okay, so with the help of this ratio or percentage method, so you calculate the elasticity of demand as well as the price elasticity demand with the help of ratio oblique percentage method. So how to calculate or how to measure the price elasticity of demand with the help of this method? So dividation percentage changes in price to given percentage changes in demand with the help of this method. So it can be expressed with the help of very simple formula. ED is equal to percentage changes in demand upon which divided by percentage changes in price of commodity. म्हणजे तुम्ही या ठिकाणी या पर्सेंटेज मेथडने किंवा रेशो मेथडने ही प्राइस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कशी मोजली जाते यासाठी तुम्ही याची जी काही मिनिंग आहे ती मिनिंग स्टडी करण्याची अजिबात आवश्यकता नाही, अजिबात नाही. काय dividing percentage changes in price to given percentage changes in demand. So you have only remind the formula to calculate the electricity of demand with the help of ratio method. So ED is equal to percentage changes in demand upon percentage changes in price. Means demand divided by price or price divided by demand. So in symbolically ED is equal to percentage delta Q upon ED is equal to percentage delta P. Okay, then next one is ED is equal to delta Q upon Q divided by delta P upon P, delta P upon P, or ED is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. आता हा जो फॉर्म्युला आहे आपण स्टार्टला बघितलेला आहे. ओके, सो with the help of this formula we are measure our measurement or calculate the electricity of demand with the help of which method? Percentage method or ratio. Means ED is equal to percentage changes in demand divided by percentage changes in price of commodity. Okay, so what is the meaning? Of, look at that. So what is the meaning of Q? Q is the original demand. Okay, Q is the original demand. Then second, delta Q is the indicate difference between new demand and old demand. Okay, so Q is the original demand, delta Q is the difference between the new demand and old demand. Then P is the original price. Okay, also delta P is equal to difference between new price and old price. Okay, new price and old price. So look at, remember once again. So we have measured the price elasticity of demand with the help of ratio or percentage method with the help of mathematical. Mathematical means, for example, this is the table. There are two columns. First column is price of commodity in bracket rupees, and second is the demand in bracket kgs means kilograms, and price rises from 20 to 25. Okay, and demand falls from 10 to 9. आता हे एक्झाम्पल जशाच तसं पुस्तकामधून घेतलेलं आहे. आपण स्वतःचा एक्झाम्पल देऊ शकतो, स्वतःचं उदाहरण देऊ शकतो आणि ते कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकतो. कोणत्याही प्रकारचा प्रॉब्लेम नाही. ओके, पण तुमचं नुकसान होऊ नये म्हणून आपण ते केलेलं आहे. आता रेशो मेथडने किंवा पर्सेंटेज मेथडने आपल्याला प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड कॅल्क्युलेट करायची. तर बघा, यू यूज द फॉर्म्युला. हे करण्यासाठी फक्त एकच फॉर्म्युला आहे. ED is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. Very simple formula there. So what is, look at that. ED is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. So what is the meaning of delta Q? Delta Q. Very. What is the meaning delta Q? Difference between new demand and old demand. Means difference between the new demand and old demand, or new demand and old demand. And Q means Q, original demand. Original demand is this demand. Okay. And then P is the original price. P is the original price. Original price is the rupees 20, and delta P means difference between the new price and old price. The difference between the new price and old price means what is the difference between the price of rupee 20 as well as the price of rupee 25. Okay, so look at Q is equal to, then delta Q is equal to, then P is equal to, and then delta P is equal to. Okay, आता याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला किमती घालून घ्यायची. Okay, so Q means, what is the meaning of Q? Original demand. So original demand is 10 kgs. Okay, and delta Q means so difference between new demand and old demand. This is the old demand, this is the new. So what is the difference between the two? 1. Okay, means 10 minus 9 is 1 kg. Okay, then what is the meaning of P? P is the original price. Here is 20 is the original price. Okay, 20 is the original price, and delta P means difference between price. So what is the difference between the price rupees 20 and price rupees 25? So there are difference, I think 25 minus 20 is equal to 5. Clear? Okay, so what is the calculation in this method? So ED is equal to delta Q. Look at that, delta Q 1 kg upon Q means original demand 10. Okay, into original price 20, and delta P means difference between the original price and new price, means old price and new price. There I think 25 minus 20 is 5. is equal to 21 20, 10 5 50. Okay, so 20 divided by 50 is equal to, I think, 0.4. 0.4. So ED is equal to 0.4. ED is equal to 0.4. That's why here is, okay, ED is equal to 0.4. That's why ED here is, ED is less than, ED is less than 1. Less than 1, it is called as relatively inelastic. Relatively inelastic demand. Relatively inelastic demand. So look at that. So methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand. So first method is percentage method. So highlight of that method, that types of method is developed by well-known economist. That economist name is Dr. Alfred Marshall. So how to calculate or how to measure or how to measurement the price elasticity of demand with the help of percentage method. So we have dividing the percentage changes in price of commodity or percentage changes in quantity demanded divided by percentage changes in price of commodity. So in symbolically ED is equal to percentage changes in quantity demanded upon percentage changes in price of commodity. Yes, so then ED is equal to delta Q upon Q divided by delta P upon P, and any other. ED is equal to delta Q upon Q into P upon delta P. So we have calculate the methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand with the help of ratio or percentage method. So answer is 0.4. So answer is 0.4. That's why 0.4 is less than 1. Less than 1 means it is known, or it is called in any other language, it is called as relatively inelastic demand, means less than 1 elastic demand. You have used the formula with the help of percentage method. So here is end of methods of measurement of price elasticity of demand. So method number 1. Dear students, जो सेकंड मेथड आपल्याला स्टडी करायचा आहे तो आपण उद्याच्या तासात पाहूया. थँक्यू.